where we last left off our group of intrepid adventurers, they had just wrapped up some dangerous business over on an island in the middle of nowhere, where the party had just met with the warlock patron of one Fitz and had completed a trial put forward to them by one of the patron's children. Everything went well enough for the trial, and then Fitz's ex came rolling around, and that didn't go great. The fight was bloody, took quite a bit out of everybody, but you guys did manage to correctly plan ahead without having too much to deal with. Michelle, Echo. There we go. And you guys managed to deal with them without any real issues, while Sionver, the dragon that you fought previously, dealt with the other folks. And that was basically where we had left off. You guys hadn't even started looting yet.
As Jolly's eyes open.
Yeah.
Like loot.
So, let me quickly turn the music on.
My
and
mom
free
did just
bean.
pop back. I'll be right back.
Be free. Go on.
Guys,
There
my
we go.
tummy hurts.
Sorry about
Did you
that.
eat anything besides the Rice Krispie I gave you today?
Yeah, I had a cream puff. 2 cream puffs.
It probably isn't helping.
It's good to know that you...
Cream puffs
It's-
so good.
They are, but I feel you should eat a little bit more than just that.
But I also had a little mini meatball sub.
So,
I had two meatball. So
you guys stand upon the beach where you had previously fought Sionver, and as of now, a small horde of cultists, most of whom lie dead at your feet, as well as 3 particularly large fiends of some sort. You can see that they all have gear on their person that seems to be similar to Cause, if you were to put it bluntly. It seems like the book that with the gibbering face on it, the sword with all the eyes, and since he went down so quickly, I never got the chance to describe this. On the incubus, there is 2 mouths on the gloves he is wearing.
Pinky.
what the mouse do? Hey yo!
Um,
Have
What-
y'all
what
not
you
seen
doing
the
with
Arcade Lake
those?
of Sakuna?
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I'll go back to playing a card game instead of being out of pocket.
You're okay. You can see that those items are actually still kind of talking, although they seem to be slowing down now as their owners have fallen deceased. The book was making the most chattering. Meanwhile, the sword is kind of looking at the dead fiends, and the eyes are all closing on their own. And the gloves had no opportunity to even do anything at all. So,
Damn, that sucked.
yeah, well,
Sucked for them.
it was
They
the
were like,
squishiest out of the
finally,
3.
a fight!
No.
Imagine if, like, I think Fitz really got the lucky end of the pole arm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just thinking, like, I'm really glad that, like, Cause doesn't have, like, a mouth, that is
Eyes,
constantly,
I
like, you know?
You
That's
don't
really
know
nice.
you don't know if Cause would have eventually developed a mouth.
Stop talking.
He might have.
Stop that. Get some help.
I'm just saying.
It's
Can,
time.
can you imagine
Uh,
like a pole arm that you're wielding it, but it's super uncomfortable because every time you're holding it, it just licks your hand.
Ah!
Don't like that.
Disgusting.
Oh.
Oh, but then you combine that with the gloves that have mouths on them, and then your weapons are making out all the time.
Ah!
Just Frenching.
Oh my God.
Just imagine a pole arm, but instead of a blade on the end, it has one very long tongue.
Oh, worse somehow.
Just slapping
Right.
people with a massive tongue.
You know, that's that feels like a Borderlands weapon.
It does.
It does.
I feel like there would be an enemy that would be like into it.
Ew.
A little too much. Where are you going, Bean? You've got such purpose.
Play your card game.
She's she marched so purposefully.
What's wrong, Jill?
Everything.
What's wrong with what I said?
Everything. You are so lucky that I am looking so forward to fries today, or you would be out on the streets.
So, would you guys like to loot the bodies?
No, we'll just leave them there. Yeah, we want to loot them.
Okay.
You guys
Come
loot. I'm
on.
gonna be doing the fucking atonement over here with my 3 rescued cultists.
These are my friends now. Don't hurt them.
God bless you. God bless you.
Granny carries communion wafers for this very reason.
You just look. If you eat this really nasty cracker, all of your sins will be forgiven. Not true.
I don't have any wine, but I do have like
I got
a little
some. You
bit
got
of
some whiskey. Whiskey bourbon.
That'll probably work.
Same idea, right?
The blood of Christ is now going to be a margarita. Thank you very much.
You know, Kaz probably has some stolen wine.
Okay, so
Not really.
perception checks or investigation checks from whomever would like to start doing some looting.
I'll help. I'll do a perception check.
I
Okay.
do.
I want to do
perception.
some looting.
Okay.
Actually, wait. I can't remember if the mask does advantage on.
The mask gives you advantage for investigation.
Ew.
I'm not good at either, so Ignatius will assist Darius, especially with the stuff related to like potential demons and all that stuff.
So advantage.
Yes.
Got a 19.
I got a natural 20.
Natural 20, 19, and another natural 20.
I'm on. It's
Well,
perception, right?
Darius starting off with -1.
So -1 or -5 from the previous.
No,
No, we reset. We reset every session.
Thank God.
Also, that advantage really helped because that was a 4 on your first roll.
Yeah, it was.
So I'll start with Kaz
Hey, you remember
first.
I told you I felt like I was gonna have this luck carry into this week and it fucked me?
Yep.
Yeah,
I'll start with Kaz first. Kaz,
glad it could help.
you start looking over the bodies. The cultists, they don't have much at all. I'll be totally blunt there. They have pretty shit weapons, pretty shit gear, no real armor. They are basically, they were fodder. They were ill-equipped, and they were ill-equipped intentionally because they were just meant to get in your way. So
Not even
that's not
money?
surprising. Not on them. The fiends, on the other hand, do have something like money. You think? It's these large, rough-cut chunks of gem. Also, almost like Michelle. Echo.
I'm not even close to my mic, so I don't understand.
I
how
can
that's
still
happening.
hear it. As for the fiends, they all have these. They look like rough cut gems or like hunks of crystal. Like if you just like broke a large chunk of glass. They're oddly shaped. They have no real faceting to them, but there is a glow to these little gems. A handful are like these. They have like a dull red glow inside of them. Like 3 of them have like a kind of a grayish light coming from the inside, and you would find on the largest guy, the fighter, there is one that has a deep blue glow to the interior of it.
Is it embedded in their body or what? Or
Just loose on their person, just like in a pouch.
okay.
Yeah. So, 13 red gems, 3 gray ones, and 1 dark blue one.
Can you write that down? 'Cause
sure. I can do
I'm
that.
not gonna remember the number.
I can do it. That's fine.
Well, we have stuff to trade if we ever go to the
Wait,
hell.
there's gray gems.
Yes.
We
Those
did
are the shitty souls.
gather
These are not soul gems, are they?
Probably.
Good question. You aren't a spellcaster.
I'm not, but
I was selecting the wrong person. Fuck.
What the fuck does that mean?
Becca,
What?
you're gonna want to correct the camera. I accidentally had someone selected.
Yeah.
Huh? What do you
I
mean?
Oh, okay. Never mind. That is why
Yeah.
it didn't show up on your side.
yeah. I mean, I don't think they're like
There we go.
technically soul gems, but more like soul coins.
We
If we're
saw
talking
them,
like Forgotten Realms, yeah.
we saw them in the
Yeah.
previous campaign, but yeah, I doubt Kaz would have any idea. what
someone
they
as
are.
a spellcaster, please identify these gems before I break them in half.
Because soul coins are the currency of the hells, even though they're not coin shaped. Soul gems are actively like a soul has been trapped within, they're not allowed to pass on.
Yep.
So it's
Now-
like
The other two individuals who started looting the bodies, so Michelle and Christ, I'm a cracker. Eris.
I can't believe Michelle's in
I'm
this game.
magically in this campaign.
Oh,
guys.
Also,
shut up,
we weren't
Fizzy.
the only ones who investigated.
Fitz also
Oh,
Fitz
Fitz
got
also
a
did.
total
Oh,
of
sorry,
18.
Fitz. What did you get?
18.
18. There we go.
It's right there.
It's right there.
Right there in front of your eyes.
All right, fine
Children.
then. So Fitz, what you'll note is the weapons or gear that has like mouths on them. They are not removable from their person. The book is firmly, almost adhered to the hand of the dead spellcaster. The sword will not come out of the man's locked hands. It is not coming out no matter what. The gloves, trying to remove them, you see that the skin pulls upward as you start to pry the glove off, and you realize pretty quickly that if you want to pull that glove off, you're pulling off all the skin below it too. And
I'm not
probably some
removing a
meat
glove.
too.
I'm degloving.
Yes,
what I'm
you're not.
doing.
You are not removing a glove. You are degloving a hand.
Right. Sort of like when you're skinning something.
Yeah, that's
You have
honestly
lot
a
of
great way of.
experience with skinning things.
Yes, actually.
I don't either. I wasn't. Hold the phone. I wasn't talking to you. Hold on.
Okay.
Do you have a lot of
Not
experience
personal.
skinning things? It was something I wanted to know. I skinned a.
I've never hunted, so I'm not really at the part of this.
I scaled a fish once.
So you've done more than I have.
Fish are gross. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good.
I don't want to skin anything ever. So I'm gonna leave
It's
those.
gross. It's
It
really quite
sounds-
gross.
Just the concept itself sounds kind of gross. You know,
So-
skinning something.
I will only speak on it very briefly.
Mhm.
Virtually all of the digestive tract and all intestines, you cannot pierce that at all. If you do, you ruin the
It's
meat
pure
and it
box.
stinks.
well, it's acid that you're spilling everywhere.
That's enough conversation about.
Oh yeah, no,
that.
it was gonna stop there. I wasn't gonna keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, you, Fitz, looking at these, they're probably what cause could have become if it allowed you to keep trying to go down the track that the god intended for you.
Dodged a bullet there.
Yes, I would say you did.
That's rough.
It's my creator. Her entire objective was to make you buy in further and further into the excuses that led you to me. And inevitably, as you follow those excuses further and further, you allow yourself to make more allowances that are not what you would normally do.
Well, it's all in the past now. We don't need to think about that. What could have been. What probably would have been.
Right. Yes. I suppose we shouldn't think about that.
Really glad you don't have a mouth. Gross.
No, I don't have a mouth. Although I likely would have developed one.
Mm. Again, dodged a bullet there. I don't. No offense, I just don't want to. That book was making a lot of noise.
Yes.
Just going. Didn't love that. I like having conversation. That's nice. That was not nice.
Well, a book like that is a great draw for a spellcaster. Something that talks to you, gives you information, gives you ideas. Lots of spellcasters would very easily fall for it.
Yeah, we would never fall for that, except for we absolutely have with a book that we bleed on that tells us information. Surely that won't come back to bite us
That
at
one's
all.
much too old. I can tell it is. It's not her make, it's not hers. It's just something else.
This could be a very well laid trap by someone else. We never know.
It could.
Anyway.
It's entirely possible.
Fitz is just like nudging the mouth gloves with his foot, like. Ooh.
One of the gloves will bite onto the end of on the end of your foot.
Falls
off.
into the sand.
You're
Cut it off,
holding
cut
a
it off.
weapon in your hand.
And just.
Yeah, you will kind of like chop at the hand, and it's like mostly hacked off of the arm, and then it kind of picks itself up and starts crawling away.
Spirit like a fish.
So while Fitz is dealing with the hand, Fizzy and Darius. So the two of you began looking over the bodies themselves. They were very lightly equipped. The fiends, that is. They were all very lightly equipped, save for what they specialized in. So the succubus had very little on his person for reasons. Meanwhile, the spellcaster, she does have a book on her person, which most likely does have spells in it, but it is the book that has the face on it. You don't know how easy it would be to pry that knowledge out of it. It might be able to be done, but you don't know how. Not right now. But one of the fiends does have an item that you very clearly can use. The wielder of purpose, the swordsman, he's wearing a large hunk of, it almost looks like cast iron plate mail. Very, very heavy looking, kind of like a matte black coloration to it. It looks like it is magical in some way, judging by how little damage is to it. But that would probably be the most easily retrieved thing that these guys have on their person.
What did he? Does Iggy look good in black? Do we think?
I mean,
Well,
black goes
he
with
looks good in anything.
hell yeah.
Hard cut to Iggy like striking poses.
Yeah.
Everyone looks good.
Yeah, we should just let's get this.
Is it
on.
magic? If it's slap your hand on this once you're done fighting a glove.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah. We should probably burn that, by the way.
Shoe.
Okay. I don't have anything.
You should
for
probably
it,
you should probably take the tooth out.
I don't want to look at it. I'm not gonna look at it.
Do you want me to take the tooth off?
I don't want anyone to look at the tooth of my shoe. Gonna touch the armor.
Roll identify or identification. So you're going to be doing investigate plus 10.
Okay, one second. My sheet closed.
Ow.
So
Ow.
Yeah.
it's plus 10.
I thought it was
Yep.
Arcana that you did.
Was it?
No. For identifying items, it is identification.
Shows how
It's
much
our
I paid
investigation.
Yeah.
Investigation, normal, and then just add 10.
There we
Got
go.
it.
So 36. So this is a very specialized piece of plate mail. It is called Fiend Plate because that is typically who is wearing it, fiends. And since that is the case, there's a pretty high possibility that while magical, it may be cursed. So you can see that the plate gloves that are coming with this, they have what looked like some almost like talon-like ends to the fingers. Those allow for unarmed strikes. And they are actually quite, in their current form, they are effectively deactivated. In their proper form, the blades become quite a bit longer, like about this. So like they're full on, like almost like Wolverine claws.
You're going Wolverine. I'm thinking my wife, the light of my life, Lady D.
Ah. We also could have made a Lust from Full Metal Alchemist reference. That also would have worked.
Also my wife, the light of my life.
Voiced by Laura
Lust,
Bailey.
aka. Yeah, I was gonna say Laura Bailey.
Who, you know, her husband voiced.
Yeah, who
Roy
her husband,
Mustang.
her husband Roy Mustang was also in that series, and I will spoilers for Full Metal Alchemist, which is a 20-year-old series, I think.
Everyone look out.
Doesn't he kill her brutally?
Yeah, Roy
Who else
Mustang
doesn't
kills
watch
Lust.
It had to be an awkward day.
Yeah,
home.
sorry, honey.
Yeah.
That's
Ooh.
delicious.
Killed your voice.
Does Fitz mention that there's probably a curse on it?
Probably. I mean, if that information is in him brain.
Slap
Since it
that
is-
hand down.
So since it is a cursed item, there is no getting rid of the curse from the item. Basically, it is, you can remove the curse from the person wearing it when they want to take it off.
Oh, that
Um,
works. I remove curse.
Yeah,
I do too, if I prepare.
yeah. The Fiend Plate, I will give you a full overview on how it works. While wearing the armor, you have disadvantage on attack rolls against demons and on saving throws from their
Yeah.
spells and special abilities.
It's not gonna work for Iggy.
You just give it to the
Maybe we-
museum.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We just give it away.
Give it
That
away now.
armor's so sexy.
It is, but
Claws.
the
Listen.
person it would be useful for, it wouldn't be useful for.
But
So-
sexy.
Iggy's sexy enough as it is. It's a
But it gives you Fenris claws like Dragon Age.
I know.
I think we should give it to the museum. You can probably get something really better, much better in
Yeah.
return.
I'm pretty certain I'd be more effective with this sword that I have.
It's an axe, Cody. It's an
Don't
axe,
worry-
my
don't worry
friend.
about it,
Just
don't worry
reminding you.
I mean, but he started with a long sword.
You did. You did.
Okay, let's put it in the
I'm
museum.
sorry, Fitz.
We'll get
This
something
is Jill,
better.
not Fitz.
Yeah.
Fitz,
Fitz
Fitz is not lamenting the loss of sexy armor, okay? That's 100% me.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not useful for Iggy, so.
If the museum doesn't give us something equally sexy, I'm gonna be pissed.
The museum will give us something good.
Yeah.
I want something equally sexy.
Connor!
You
guys
get a
look
sec.
at
Me.
Yeah,
Connor,
you
you
get a
have the
set
steering
of
wheel.
like.
Look, fiends make sexy shit. Everybody else makes functional shit.
Hold on now. There is the Dark Enforcer armor from Oblivion.
All right, now let's be honest here. That was made for Dremora, which are basically the devils of the Elder Scrolls.
Yes, but it's made for them, not by them.
All right.
I understand so much of what's going on.
Yeah, same.
I mean,
right?
look,
I
you
love
guys-
it.
You guys know Dragon Age. I'm a
Yeah.
nerd for the Elder Scrolls, okay?
Yeah. I like it because I get to hear words and I go, that's not in the Bible.
We should.
Yeah, basically.
Alright, well, let's go put that in the. Let's go. I don't know. Let's take it with us, and then we'll.
Just shove it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, we'll shove it in the bag of holding. And I think we should. I guess we should head back to Muni.
I mean, out of character, I can tell you yes. It's just you can just head back to Muni at this point.
Okay. Let's do that then.
Making the trek back to the cave.
Wait, what do I do
Um,
with the cultists? Do they want to like leave?
So the cultists will kind of follow behind you for right
Okay.
now.
You have
There's only
ducklings.
well, there's only so much they can do in this scenario. Leaving the island is not an option without your assistance, and just standing here is also probably not a wise option.
That's so fair.
So they're just gonna follow you for the time being.
Okay.
But you mean the fact that there was a dragon that was just eating people out of the sky?
Don't
Yep.
worry about that.
I think we're gonna stick with you, Ollie.
While you guys were finishing up searching the bodies, Sio was finishing up eating them. By the way.
Hell yeah.
I hope he likes leftovers. We left quite a bit.
Heck yeah, it tastes good. Do you think fins are spicy?
No. I think
you.
I think largely fiends will probably taste like spoiled meat.
I think you've been watching too much
It
Sunshine
depends.
Rescue. Do you think fiends are spicy? No, I
No,
don't.
actually, I don't. I don't think they naturally produce capsaicin.
Mm-mm.
It might taste a little bit like sulfur.
Yeah, that's why my brain was like, I think they're gonna taste like shit.
Roughton.
Yeah.
Roughton egg.
Making your way back inside the cavern, you can see the massive form of Muni is still in roughly the same position they were last time. You can see that one large claw has kind of like made its way up near to the actual lip that you guys were talking to him from, and like it's just kind of resting, and you're looking at basically like the nail and like the segment of the first finger. And it dwarfs you.
You know how in some like apocalypse movies are like, I'm thinking, who am I thinking of? The racist writer guy.
Oh, Orson Welles? No.
the other
Wow!
the other one.
Ender's Game. Who wrote Ender's Game?
Not
Oh,
that
the-
one.
Or
Okay.
is
Not
Scott
that one.
Card?
Guy.
No.
Are you thinking Cthulhu guy?
I'm thinking Cthulhu guy.
Lovecraft, yeah.
Lovecraft.
Lovecraft. That thing where there's something that's so big your brain just can't like
Mm-hmm.
I was
think about it or you go
Was
crazy.
Orson Welles racist?
I don't know.
Probably.
I think you're
Maybe.
thinking of Orson Scott Card.
You're
to be
thinking of
fair.
Orson
I was
Welles.
thinking
that
of
makes more
Orson Scott Card.
sense.
Yeah.
No.
One of my favorite Lovecraft tropes is him saying, "The creature was absolutely indescribable. It stood for like 50 stories."
Let me
and proceeds
describe
to
it.
Describe it.
Well, he also thought penguins were like monsters, so
Yeah.
Lovecraft is. He thinks
Okay.
he's like in terms of horror, like as a metaphor, he thinks water is spicy. Like it's.
Penguin
It is
man.
very easy to scare that man.
Congratulations, we found the other thing I do enjoy as a topic. There's a very good video that goes over Lovecraft as an individual and his racism and how it plays in his stories.
Mm,
All of Lovecraft's stories are effectively couched in xenophobia. It's
He
the
was
fear of the
very
unknown.
scared of
It's yeah,
other races mingling with his pure.
yes.
Mm.
Like it's all
race.
it's
Gosh.
and all of it is effectively that. Like the closer you look at his being afraid of the thing he doesn't understand, that is larger than him, that is stronger than him, that is like all of that starts to look a lot more like a
Mhm.
metaphor for racism.
yeah.
Yeah, because I just wanted the sensation or like the phenomenon of seeing something so big your brain just goes
Yeah, you're like, I can't understand this shit.
Well, I think that's why.
Yeah.
I think that's why Lovecraft's stuff like has
Is so appealing.
persevered despite the like clear racism is because you can interpret it like the fear of the unknown and like of huge things that your brain can't even comprehend. Like that's pretty common.
Well,
It doesn't have to be
If it-
racist.
if it
Yeah.
fills a niche or it's good enough,
yeah,
it will persist regardless of it.
and I think it really fit the
Like
niche.
Harry Potter or the Chronicles of Narnia. Harry Potter was like had a lot of anti-Semitism. Chronicles of Narnia is just a very strong Christian allegory, which really pops off in the last book, where it's become painfully obvious. But they're well enough
But you
written
mean
that
the
they'll persist.
lion that was
And
Jesus Christ wasn't obvious enough?
Hey,
The lion died
that's-
for our sins.
that's my boy Aslan. Leave him alone.
yeah,
I love him.
the whole thing with like the devil in it and the world ending and only the people who believed in Aslan being together afterwards and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, if the devil looks like Tilda Swinton, I'm fucking in, dude. I'm in.
That's
Anyways,
but yes, that is ultimately the that's Lovecraft. He's
My point. Muni big.
yeah, big. And with that said, I do love
Tell me
the
when to stop, Jill.
outrageously large things in horror. So cool.
No, this can't be. Let's start over.
Jess is asking me to think about Muni's
Stop.
private portrait.
Stop.
I don't want to do
Stop
that.
it.
I don't want to do that.
You can't take him.
I mean,
No. You
I've read
can't.
plenty of Final Fantasy stuff.
I know one halfling who will prove you wrong.
No.
Jesus.
All right.
She's on her way.
All I'm saying is
This-
there's a lot of
In the
fan
distance,
fiction.
if you listen, you can hear sweet bard songs, even though she's not a bard anymore.
And
Wow.
with this
rate of
portion of the
25
conversation
feet
now
per
over,
round.
thankfully.
Oh shit!
Um,
So
Musianawa will look down at you all, regarding you with a single eye. Well done. I can see that you managed to deal with them.
They sort of. They were strong, but you know the scariest part was looking my possible future in the face once they were dead and their weapons started closing their eyes and mouths. And...
Yes. That is an unfortunate byproduct of that deity. I know very little of the new ones that are arriving or have arrived, but I can tell you that Elainen is predatory, I believe would be the best term for them.
That sounds about right.
This does lead to a second topic that I do believe we should broach. I believe it may be wise for you to stop using cause.
But hear me out. I like him.
And that is fair. I am not saying he should be thrown to the wolves and left on his own. I am saying that perhaps it is time for him to be put to be in a different form.
For a very long second there, I thought you were going to suggest me putting Cause down like a rabid dog. I was very nervous for a moment, but it's like a retirement, maybe.
While that certainly is an option, I don't want to present that.
just send him
Cause
out
is
with arms.
sentient.
I think these are his ears, but covering.
Fitz, I am simply bringing this to your attention because it already will not stop. Whoops. I apologize.
Who has the fucking Bluetooth in here?
God?
Granny, get off the
That's
Bluetooth.
on that remote.
God has the Bluetooth. Oh no.
The Bluetooth
Quit
device.
playing your Christian Sunday morning music.
It's,
Starts.
It's playing hymns to.
you must
pay you.
understand that You will always be pursued by her. To Alainen, you are a symbol of her failure as a god. She failed to sway you to her side. She failed to make you fall for her honeyed words. And her agent, Cause, betrayed her. A creation of her own hand, turned against her, and decided to side with you. Both of you will forever have targets on you. There is no escaping this. And you, I'm confident you can protect yourself with no real issues. And I can assist you in protecting yourself. I have no problem with this. But Cause in his current form can't do that. He is a weapon. He needs to be used. But if you continue to keep him with you, well, eventually someone is just going to pry him from your hands. They will stun you and take him and run and break him before you have any opportunity to stop it.
Were I a bit more headstrong, I would fight you on this and declare that no one will ever take. But I'm full of faults. I don't want to just leave him in my room like a forgotten
No,
boy.
that's... No, I don't expect you to abandon him like a child with a toy that has lost interest. Being in my own body, and being a deity much older than Alainen, I believe that I could help Cause find a second life.
You know, you should really stay off that website. It's really not a...
Yeah, he can have his
Stop
own
that.
online persona.
Stop that. Stop that.
I'm sorry, I was trying to hold in a
Stop
comment
it.
for so long.
Stop it.
Cosplays a scene lady with a big old honga bonga
Gigantic tits.
a huge boob.
I held in the joke for as long as I could.
And Cos is flat as a board. He wants to live out his dreams, having gigantic honga bonga loos.
The boy mayor of Second Life.
The boy mayor of Second Life. I think dogs should vote.
I think sentient weapons should vote.
I think sentient weapons should vote. But Fitz will sort of very like slowly bring Cause around and like just hold him for a second and be like, I trust you endlessly, which some people, yeah, whatever. I'm past the point of doubting my trust in things, and I know that you've been nothing but kind to me, and I will trust you, Muni, with Cause. Now I have nothing. If any of you attack me right now, it's over.
This will be resolved swiftly. Do not worry. I have an option for you.
Fitz will sort of nervously be holding a frog in place of a weapon. It's just like,
I mean, to be fair, that has killed before.
they're never gonna take you away from me, frog. There can be a lot of things in this world that take you away, not you. Sticking by my side.
I have no intention of taking your familia from you. That's you may keep
try.
it.
I'm gonna be so honest with you right now. That's the only thing I'd ever fight you on. Look at this guy. It's perfect. Incredible creature.
It has anxiety.
Incredible creature.
Your familiar has anxiety.
Where do you think he got
Yeah,
it?
it was like they're made for each other.
The perfect pair.
Every animal you have anxiety. Look at me. Aren't you supposed to get animals to leave?
Fitz gets them to commiserate.
We sit and we shake a lot. That's our favorite activity. We bond and we just think about the worst case scenario.
Thunderstorm happens and they're all huddling in the innermost room together.
All of them have thunder vests on, including Fitz.
Drawing of Fitz in a thunder vest when.
But he's doing the thing that cats do where he can't walk. So he's like,
I mean,
I was...
I'm pretty sure if you broached that idea to Tolly, they'd probably do it.
the idea. It's like that trend that went around of like drawing my favorite character in a glue trap. This is my fan art of Fitz in a glue trap.
See, I'm picturing that picture of, I think it's a greyhound, where it's wearing a vest that says nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Fitz wears a... nervous.
Fitz just wears a vest that says nervous. on it. That sounds right.
Or Fitz.
He's a guy. Little guy. Just a little guy. Got a little guy disease.
This is going to take time to give cause a second chance at life. But do bear in mind, this may be your last opportunity to speak with him for some time.
It's weird, but I have my dramatic goodbye in front of all of my friends talking to my Fashard.
We can give
If you
you
had told me-
privacy if you want.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm just saying this out loud, thinking
And three
about myself,
cultists.
thinking
I'll
about
worry
like
about
a
that
few
later.
years ago. If the three cultists could go, that would be great. No, you. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
You were just trying to kill us a minute ago. So this is kind of your fault,
Yeah,
but I'm
ju-
not mad
just-
at you.
Just wait for us yeah.
Read the room. Read the room. Just saying. But no, it's more of a. I'm just saying that out loud, because if I had told me from about I don't know, a year ago, that I would be standing in a volcano talking to my gargantuan, I don't know if that's offensive, dragon patron, talking to a weapon that I stole from a god. You know, just weird. But, I guess the only thing I really want to say to you, Cause, is that I don't regret a single thing. I'd do it 100 times over. You've been a good friend. And I'm glad that you're still here. And still normal. And not evil.
Thank you. I can't say I don't have regrets for how I've acted. But I do appreciate you. I do appreciate you keeping me and trusting me.
You can say you're a good man, but I don't really think that's the appropriate to. You're a good sort. Sort.
I think I have to learn how to really be good. I think my actions were just that of someone who'd grown attached to another person.
I don't want to
don't
toot my
know.
own horn. You chose a good person to get attached to. I'm really good at teaching people how to be nice, so. Just saying.
Yes,
Really-
you are a good person.
Ah, shucks.
I'll see you again. I'll see you again sometime.
You will. And next time, maybe you'll think you're a good person as well. Well, sort. good good cause. I'm not really sure how to address you. I'm not, you know.
We'll see.
We'll see.
It's. Are you done? Is there anything else you wish to say?
I don't want to say goodbye because that's not to be stereotypical, but it's not a goodbye to see you later. 'Cause I'll be back. If I find anything else to say, I'll just say it again later.
Very well. And you will feel cause being gently lifted out of your hands by some unseen psionic force. And it will start to float closer towards the talon of Musianoa. And you'll see that something, some kind of a force starts to form around the actual Fauchard that is Cause. It's slightly circular and oblong, vaguely resembles an egg, to be honest with you. And then it clouds over, and then you no longer see Cause.
And my little buddy.
So I know we're all thinking that he's probably gonna become like a person, but this is a dragon god, so I'm really thinking like, hey, I'm a dragon now. the sixth son or whatever.
I can't believe Cause is about to be your sibling.
That's my buado.
Yeah, a little brother. Remarkable considering most of the dragons are like thousands of years older.
This young bear, like, really? Really? You're how old and you're still having kids? Irresponsible, Dad.
I mean, who knows how Bear came into being? It could have been the same thing.
Young bear, look at me. Were you a sword once? Our dragon's made of weapons.
Meanwhile, Newtie's like, I thought this was normal. I'm a dragon. Is that not the first thing I would think of?
I will take this Fashard and I will forge it and I will make it into something new. A dragon. Fantastic work.
That's what I thought you'd say.
That's what I thought you'd say, you dumb fucking horse.
And then the first question when he becomes a dragon.
Can't hear myself.
Is he hot?
Is he hot though?
The more immediate problem, which is you no longer have a weapon at all.
I got a cantrip, dragon claws, baby.
I figured that would be solved pretty soon.
I know.
Given that
I know.
We can buy you a new
Currently.
sword.
No,
At this very
I don't want to
moment.
buy a new sword. I want a fancy one that talks to me. Will this be my first weapon in so long?
That doesn't
That
talk.
doesn't talk to me? Oh my
Connor?
god.
Connor, does this weapon talk?
Whoa!
I would say.
Next campaign, I'm gonna have a completely normal sword, and I'm just gonna be fucking psychotic. Being like,
Talking to
swing
it.
the sword, and I'm like, hey man, what's going on?
You are just playing just a guide.
It's like
Yeah,
it's like Leos and his little monster sword.
yeah. The party
doesn't
just
talk.
gives a sword, like, puts a magic mouth spell on it, uses like setting spells to gaslight Fitz into thinking it talks just so that he doesn't feel bad. Because he's so used to talking weapons, it's like
Fitz sitting in his room after with no like sentient weapons anymore, like so quiet.
It's just quieter now.
So
Yeah, you lost
alone.
both kind of at once.
I lost all my friends. I mean, there's those guys out there, but my friends.
Lost all my friends except those assholes.
The people I travel with, they don't count.
So we're just chop fucking liver to
Fitz.
you.
I believe that I am going to begin trying to reach out to my children now. Sionver will be with you shortly. You all can leave. But I believe I need to start speaking with some individuals I haven't talked to for a long time. I can reach out to you if necessary. Yes.
Can you ask your sister if we can use that rejuvenation pool without her eating us?
That is a big ask.
I feel like it's just asking a question.
I feel like if I were to ask my sister if I could use something of hers without any consequences, she would kill me in my sleep.
You
Your
guys
s-
and I have very different relationships with the siblings.
She's the younger
Your
sister.
sister is not my sister. She is. I believe that she would be willing to kill me and my brother with no real qualms.
Never mind then.
So, while I am not afraid of her, I don't think there is any goodwill for me to ask a question based on. I don't believe it would be the best course of action.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. We'll figure something else out.
You won't, though.
Oh, well, we need to do something about Adam. He's kind of fucked up.
He really is.
Well, we just need a gift for her then. Like she asked. Easy peasy. Or another way to
I can
regenerate.
do
Can you
I
regenerate
can
now?
do that. Eventually, I will
Eventually.
be able to. A little bit. In 2 levels.
Unless Muni wants to.
I don't know if Muni knows how to regenerate people.
I don't know. It's worth a shot. He's
Unless
right
you
here.
wants to.
I don't know what gods
I can-
can and can't do. We
I
didn't study
can.
gods.
I suppose this is true. I can regenerate. Yes.
'Cause-
Your friend though, is Adam. I believe it would be wise for you all to handle it yourselves.
You just
If
say
I
that
s-
you don't want the crazy dragon coming here, don't you?
It is because that is still the actions of one of my siblings' children. And I certainly can do this, but I fear that there would be repercussions. Either, well, not likely for me, I am not too concerned, but almost certainly for you or for Adam. I'm going to go now. I need to speak with some children.
I was
Be
gonna
well.
say tell them I said hello, but they don't know me, so it was not a problem. Yeah.
They do not know you, but they will.
That feels like crap.
You're his only warlock right now.
I have not had a warlock in hundreds of years.
Man, I hope they like me.
That remains to be seen.
Okay. Alright. Well, stay.
Goodbye, Fitz.
See ya. Bye. Bye. See ya.
You'll see that the big eye just kind of closes slightly. It's still open a crack, you can see, but it's starting to kind of move around a little bit, almost like he's going into like REM sleep is the best way of describing it.
Fitz, do we need to get you a sword?
I don't really know. I'm trusting that perhaps I will be reimbursed.
Okay.
Lost 2 weapons in less
A
than a
very
day.
short
In
time.
a really short time. Feeling the effects now. It kind of feels like that one time when I lost my warlock powers, but that's I'm not gonna let it get to me. That was a really bad few days.
We'll figure. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure
It'll be fine. I trust it. Worst case scenario, I buy a sword from a blacksmith
it'll be fine.
or something. Never had to buy a weapon. Just sort of found one in the woods.
Not what I did.
So, do we leave? Do we wait? Do we?
You
think he
can
told us to
you
meet with-
you guys can you guys can start walking and leave.
Meet
CO is going to meet you out there.
Meet him inside. Son,
No,
we're not doing Hamilton tonight.
no Hamilton.
You guys step outside of Musianoa's cave, and you will see that there is the tremendous form of CO back on the beach that you guys had just fought at, where you can see that bodies are being disposed of. Sand, rocks, and all, the corpses are being picked up and shoveled into his mouth as he, yes,
Fungi.
just eats them.
I
Be
hope the
hungry.
items on those transformed individuals do not cause any sort of indigestion.
Only induced by scary weapons.
The dragon will kind of clear his throat slightly, and you'll see that the shell, the outside of his body, will start to kind of stiffen a little bit, and then it starts to get that oil spill sheen, and then you watch it all just falls apart, and standing there, dusting his hands off, is the humanoid form of CO. Well, nice to see you all again. Good to see that none of you died. I would be lying if I'd said that I didn't expect that all to go poorly. But still, good to see.
We are very strong, and also Granny has 3 guys that she saved from the bad.
Granny also made fun of an incubus, which was hysterical, I won't lie.
Well,
we haven't brought that up
Y'all
yet.
didn't hear his pickup line.
No, I would like to
I would
actually
love to know
right
what he
now.
said.
What did he say? Explain it to me.
You want to say it, Becca?
Would you like to say it right now in front of
I
CO?
have no shame. I can say these things in character with no problem. You can't, though.
Honestly, the most problem is I don't remember the exact wording.
It's they make the best wine.
There's
from the
something
oldest
about
grapes.
old grapes making the finest wine or whatever. It's really gross.
They called you an old grape.
They called you.
called you-
I
old
was more
grape.
concerned about like the being squeezed and
I mean,
fluids coming out. And I don't know.
Granny,
No.
No.
can't believe Granny did that up.
I can't hear what Jess
Squeeze you
said.
until your head popped.
Yeah.
Well, those cultists you have with you, whatever they decide to do is not my problem. I suppose in theory you could have them stick around here and try to clean things up if you wanted, or you could take them yourself.
Well, I'll leave that up to them. They got their own issues to work through now.
The cultists who just watched this dragon fucking chow down.
I mean, in fairness, if they are breaking away from this god, being on an island with a big scary dragon is not a bad plan.
I will say, just to reassure you, cultists, reformed cultists, I have no interest in eating you. Unless, of course, you give me a reason to.
On that note, if you
Davis, while Mr. B leans over to Granny and says, I would love to give him a reason to for me.
And on that
She
note,
just-
if you come across any gemstones of considerable size, I'd recommend not touching them unless if you wish to garner the wrath of some other dragon.
If they're intending to be
Dragon
reformed and they're deciding to take things,
No.
I don't think that's a very good sign of them being very reformed.
I think that they would be
Well-
very good and not steal.
And to be fair, if my spouse saw him, they would be on the same page, Granny.
What are we talking about?
Well, finally glancing over at Kez, even good people can have certain proclivities.
Sometimes good people steal.
Sometimes good people have kleptomania.
And sometimes bad people just want to.
Speaking of Cass, what did you loot off of those guys?
What? Just what did you say? Your mic is getting cut off.
I know it's because I'm sitting further back and I don't talk loud enough. What did you end up looting off of those guys?
I don't know. They look like gems. They're glowing though.
Why would fiends need gems?
I don't know. You tell me.
Alright. Would
Does
Ignatius
the
know?
demon person or the spellcasters know anything?
To be actually it'd be a religion check.
I do
I
not
will
have
leave that.
I guess I'll do a
proficiency in that.
religion check and see if it came up in
Yeah.
The
my
fantasy
studies.
well.
I guess.
The fantasy Catholics.
Okay.
The
I'm
general
pretty sure Iggy knows.
Yeah, the general
Yeah.
rule for knowing things, religion is related to undead, fiends, and celestials. Meanwhile, arcane is related to other creatures, dragons,
Yeah.
elementals, what
I never
have you.
claimed to be a good cleric.
Uh,
Really, I just
That's an
started.
effective one.
It's my first.
as we have the
first day.
resounding cry, bring
Grace's
back
first
knowledge
day.
planes.
God, please. You know what else I would love to see? I would love it if celestials and fiends had one category that was just called outsiders. You know, so that
Called-
not everything had to be celestial or fiend instead of
what-
maybe not being somewhere in the middle.
One category called asshole.
All right.
It's pretty true.
I just don't like that there's no neutral celestial or fiend. There's nothing neutral like that. It's all evil or good. It's dumb. I hate it.
Evil,
Um,
good, technically 1-2 on the line, but they're mindless creatures.
Yeah, exactly. They're stupid. I think it's dumb. I hate it. Anyways, Ignatius, yeah, you are vaguely aware of what these are. That is the currency of the Hells. It is not a soul coin, because this is not the Forgotten Realms. They are just straight up soul gems. There is a soul inside of there. If you are unlucky enough to be processed into currency, that's what happens to you. The glow is typically a pretty good sign of where this person fell morally. Deep red typically means that they were not a good person in life. Grays, more neutral, just a person. Meanwhile, blue colorations tends to indicate that they were actually probably a good person, in which case a fiend getting a hold of something like that is an indication that they may have managed to steal something from an upper plane. And then they processed a good person's soul into money, basically.
Yeah, so kind of pick up one of the red ones and go. Soul gems, the currency of hell and demons. They're created by people being processed into them, though it is a bit unusual to see ones that are not red, as those tend to come from other realms or from people who were foolish enough to travel to the plane and had the souls taken from them.
So what do we do with them?
And
Well,
you could
that
barter
leads
with some
me-
demons, or you could simply
Yeah.
crush them to release the souls.
There is technically a third option.
What?
Technically
Consume?
option. No. No.
Consume.
Option 3
Ooh, piece of candy.
is, I would say, just as morally questionable as bartering with a demon. Technically, a soul gem could be used much in the same way as a reagent for spellcasting. So a morally questionable wizard might just buy those off your hands, probably for a pretty tidy sum too.
We know any morally questionable wizards that aren't evil?
We should crush them, says Granny.
Can't hear you, Michelle.
I know. I just realized that. We don't. I don't know if we need money, and like getting money has proven to be really bad for us. It's gotten people like hunting us down and stuff. So maybe not that.
I don't want to sell human
No,
souls
no,
no matter how much money we need or want.
No, I agree with you. I think we should crush them, personally.
Yeah.
Let's
I
just-
can't say that the dark red ones probably don't deserve whatever became of them to cause this. Although I don't particularly fancy empowering demons by handing these over to one.
I don't think anyone deserves to be trapped in a stone, no matter what. Personally.
I think we should crush the blue one and crush the grey ones. And if they were bad, then maybe we could sell them to like a spooky wizard. I don't know. I just don't like the idea of releasing bad souls
They're
back
just gonna
out.
go back to where
Well,
they
they're gonna go
belong.
back to where they belong.
I know, but what if they are really bad?
They'll be in the hells.
And you think you can't get out?
It's actually not that hard if you can find a door.
I'm gonna
You think
also
you're s-
point. I'm also gonna point out a detail that you guys all know and have seen. Some people, when their souls get sent to a lower plane, go about living their life and actually become a member of the society in hell. Like, say, Roy Rufino
Roy.
Roberto Rodriguez. Yeah. Guess
He
what?
should have
You-
been. He. Ooh,
Yeah.
that man should have got
So-
stuck in a gem.
Yeah.
The particularly evil inclined ones do run the risk of possibly eventually becoming demons themselves.
Okay, well, let's crush the other two. At the very least, let's just do that. We can do that. I think
Okay.
I think that's something we can all agree on, right?
I can compromise on that.
You've been awful quiet.
I think Darius
That's
is
Jessica
playing a.
being quiet.
I know.
I was like, I think
Darius
Darius is playing a
Get
card
Shit.
game
Yes.
in the same.
I'm playing
Yeah.
a card game, to be fair.
Yeah.
Against
Darius
Guy
is
the
practicing
cultist.
her card skills for a new spell.
Is this Yu-Gi-Oh?
I'm deck building. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Do whatever you want with them.
Okay, then let's do that then.
Legitimately, Darius doesn't care at this point. Good, bad. Their souls got trapped because they did something they did.
Fair enough.
Necessarily. They didn't. If the blue guy, what if he didn't deserve it? What then? Sorry.
Taking a stone and placing the blue and the gray gems onto another stone, you guys unceremoniously smash them with a rock, and with a very brief flash of light, you will see that the glow that was present in all of them vanishes.
Only afterwards, knowing Kaz, will Ignatius say, "Yes, the ones that are gray and blue are worth significantly more than the red ones.
Why?
Listen,
Why?
Cass.
You just got sentied. You can't eat
Cass.
real money.
We'll figure out what to do with the other ones. We can just put them in the bag we're holding for now.
Okay.
I only shared some details earlier.
Yes, he did a good thing. It was a good thing. It's a good deed.
I'm not a
Doesn't
good
feel
person. I'm
that
not a good
good.
person. I'm not a good person.
You're
Daily
such a good person. I am a terrible person.
I suck.
I suck. I don't know why that got me. I suck.
I kick puppies
what?
and hate children. Of course, the children really
Everyone-
deserve to be hated.
Everyone
So
hates
that
me.
really is a neutral
I
thing
am a
all
villain.
along.
I am not a good
I am the bad guy. I love capitalism. I'm not good, and that's not bad. Just because you are a bad guy does not mean you are a
You are a
bad
bad
guy.
guy.
I support and fully agree with people like Lovecraft.
No!
No! Don't clip that, please.
Republicans.
Don't clip that one. God, that would be a scary voice clip to have rolling around
Oh,
anywhere.
Ronald Reagan did.
Nope. Nope. Gonna stop you.
I would say
Anyways.
try that again, but don't you dare fucking try that again.
Stop. No.
My gay gene kicked in. Dungeons and Dragons.
So, at this point, CO, who has been standing off a ways, will just kind of clear his throat. So, you are
Build like
missing a weapon. Two, really.
Yes,
It is
very
not surprising, in fairness. Father needed his sword back, and it's useless now. And your companion was dangerous to keep around. I believe I have a option for you that will help. I do very little with it. Fighting in this form is cumbersome and ineffective, so I'm not one for carrying around weapons. So, you can have mine. Here you are. And kind of like coming out of nowhere, like a magician pulling a scepter from his other hand, you will see that a large partisan kind of appears out from the hand of CO, which he then plants butt side down into the sand. It's a term for weaponry, you 5-year-old.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Sure. You can see that the haft of the weapon is a relatively plain looking wood, but it's been adorned with a mysterious looking dark metal of some sort down towards the side edges and along the base where the blades come out. You can see towards the very top, it makes an almost cross-like shape, where at the top there is a kind of almost flame-like blade that comes out made of obsidian, a beautiful shine to it. And then coming out from the cross guard at the very tip, there is what you can best describe as like some fan-like blades that stick out. Towards the center, there are some ornaments, 5 gems that are hanging from chains towards the center, all different colors according to the other gem dragons: topaz, amethyst, emerald, sapphire, and crystal.
Wow. Holy cow. Thank you.
I will be showing it to all players.
So you just got a gift from your older brother.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've already made the joke.
It's his first hand-me-down.
I now feel I need to correct something. You are not my sibling.
Okay.
You are a warlock to my father, and that is a very special thing to be. But you are not my sibling. I did not grow up with you. I do not know you all that well. But with that said, you do deserve respect. It is just a touch awkward to have someone refer to themselves as my sibling.
It's sort of like when if your like parents remarried and you're like an adult, and then like the other person wants you to call them like mom or dad, and you're
It's
like,
uncomfortable.
no, I don't know
No,
you.
it's
I
weird.
get that. Yeah, it's fair.
But I do believe this will help you quite a bit. And you don't have to be concerned with using it. It will not take away from any of my power, though it certainly does have some of my power residing inside of it.
Lovely.
The Partisan of Obsidian Dominion is a +3 partisan. Think of it like a halberd. It is a reach weapon. It requires 2 hands. No getting around that. Every time you strike someone with it, it makes a very pure tone, like a bell being struck, and it does an additional 1d10 thunder damage. I almost misspoke pretty badly there.
It's like 30 times, yeah.
No. As this is the personal weapon of Sion Ver the Ebon. Sion Ver, the dragon you just fought. It has 10 charges within it. While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 or more of its charges to cast some of the following spells, all at DC 18. Our Shadowlon Stride, that takes 3 charges. Charm Monster, that takes 4. Hold Monster, which takes 5. And for 7 charges, Prismatic Spray. The Partisan recharges 1d6 plus 4 charges per at dawn.
My uncle? Why would you do that?
Dog? Oh my god!
Every time you want to recharge it, you have to go find Dawn and be like, "Hey, look at this."
Oh my
Thanks.
god! You said that, my brain went, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Oh.
It only charges at dawn.
Help!
Hey, Don, can you hold this for a few minutes? It makes a green little like
Crack Dawn
light
in the
pop
skull
up.
with
It's
it.
like a battery charge. just-
Presto changeo!
Thank
It makes
you.
a microwave ding.
I will say, Jess, I think you got the first legendary item, and Jill, you have the first artifact level item.
You're more special than me.
Who's gonna take this one away?
Me.
No. Not again. I can't do this for a third time.
What happens if you break it?
You can't.
I die
You-
in real life.
Yeah.
I'll be totally straight with you. When it comes to artifact level weapons,
Totally straight.
the answer is either you fucking can't, or you can, and then it's gonna come back, and you can't stop that.
Yeah.
Legendary
And it's
items.
gonna be mad.
Well, whoever made it's gonna be pissed off, certainly.
Well,
In the case of legendary items, in theory, they can be broken permanently, but also the requirements to do so tend to be insane.
like a deity or multiple artifact level
Yeah,
things.
you need to wish it away. You need to have the Tears of a Solar, which is like a CR 25 to 30, I think. Like, you need to go on a mighty quest to break it.
Generally, it's more like
I
I wish it to another plane of existence where it will be never found.
Yeah,
I
that's the easiest option.
accidentally went on a years-long quest and broke my weapon.
Um,
An accident.
Simba, I'm so sorry. I got banished and I accidentally dropped it while I was banished.
I
It's
lost
gone.
it. Oopsie.
But
Now, I think the worst part would be having to come back to see him there and be like, hey.
I think it's
So-
very funny
I have plans for you, okay?
I know. It's fine. It's just very funny to me.
It's just that it's one of those situations where when people keep going into cities, the druid's not going to have a lot of good options.
Yeah, no, the druid is just like, no, it's fine. The druid doesn't need
Technically speaking, the fancy stuff Ignatius had is stuff that the rest of the party didn't have a use for.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a
You
druid.
picked up the spares.
I can destroy things with my brain.
Yeah. And to be fair, if you're effective enough, you don't need the items. I think Haru's only magic items that he picked up, apart from 2 uncommons he started with, was a bead of force that he used and glamored studded leather armor, which was just so he could change it with his appearance.
Also, I think this is the item where I had to learn how to do texture editing to do the little intricate.
Really cool.
Although, if you see all the little intricate like line work along the black metal, you'll probably have to zoom in on the full picture. All of that is texture editing. That's how
really
I had
cool
to do
looking,
that.
Honestly.
Open it. Big style.
Now, clearly what Fitz has to do is get a similar blade for the hilt of it and turn it into the bipartisan.
I love it. It looks
In
really
fairness,
cool.
I didn't describe it, but there is a small stabbing spike on the butt end of it.
It looks like it has space for 2 more little jewel things.
Yes, mostly because I see you there, Jess. Don't worry, I see you. It was one of those things where it's like I didn't want to fill them all out, and I kind of wanted to leave it a little incomplete looking in a way. But yes, you are correct. It does look like that. Yes.
At what level do the spells on the weapon cast at?
They are cast at base level for those spells. So, Arshardalon Stride is 3rd level, Charm Monster 4th, Hold is 5th, and Prismatic Spray is a 7th level spell. Which I do love Prismatic Spray.
Prismatic Spray is good.
It's a fun spell.
I never used it enough when I had it.
I love that I
had
immediately
it
knew
at
which
it,
one
and
you
I
were gonna
never
look up.
used
'Cause it's
it.
the only one I didn't recognize.
I grabbed my phone to look up the stride one.
Yeah,
And I don't know if you
Stride.
saw, I got to the point where I was unlocking it and Jess went and held up her phone to the page already open. She said it was the only one I had to look up.
Yeah, I don't know that one either.
I never
It
heard
was-
of that one.
It's one of the Fizbin spells that was recently added.
It's fun.
Hell yeah.
It is
Also,
fun.
please know the 2 empty rings on this weapon.
You can put charms on them.
Fitz is gonna put his own little charm on there.
I
I included too.
Hey,
We're not siblings, but I'm one of you guys' friends.
hey,
It's really
think
cool.
about this. In the potential not so distant future, there might be a charm from Kaz that would be
I was
added to
gonna
that.
say, yeah, like a charm for Fitz and a charm for Kaz, and everyone's together.
I think I'll
This
put
is
a
our
charm for
family
Fitz,
photograph.
and then a smaller charm on the same hoop for Frog. It's a smaller but identical charm.
With that, CEO is going to go. And with that, I do think I am going to start going.
That's fair.
Well, father is back, so there's no reason for me to be staying guard. I'm going to go wander. I don't know what I'll do.
Alright.
Oh, well,
Best of luck to you.
see you around, I guess.
Or not.
Or not.
Maybe not, but still, best of luck to you all.
I'd say you too, but I don't know what you're doing. Bye. See you later.
Do you wish to ask if you can communicate with him now and again using the mirror?
I don't want to bother him. I think he's fine without us bothering him. I don't want to impose or bother him.
Okay.
He's really cool and I don't know if he likes
Yes.
me that much. He's just a little guy.
I think we need to go because I don't know about you guys, but I am not looking great, not feeling great.
Yeah, we could all use a rest.
Yeah.
So these cultists, you guys, you want to stay here or do you want to go back to the mainland? Cause you probably be safer here, but
We're going to stay here.
Okay.
don't touch gems that aren't yours, and you'll be
No.
fine.
No, we have no intention of doing that. We'll stay here.
Well, best of luck.
Thank you. And they'll start gathering firewood, basically. These guys are just gonna start surviving and living here.
I mean, even though it's shoddy, they do have weapons that they can use for hunting.
They have options.
I must say that if we want to leave, we're gonna have to take a fucking short rest because I don't have any spell slots to cast teleportation circle.
And I don't know if Michelle has spell slots for Tree Stride either.
Yeah, so we'll have to just take a little rest.
I'll check, but even I have a hunch the answer is no on Michelle.
Fitz will just lay in the sand
Yeah.
for a little nap.
And the unfortunate thing is, warlocks and sorcerers are not able to ritually cast spells.
And I don't have teleportation circle to ritually cast it.
See, this would have been a good time to have, what is it called? Fucking cat nap or something.
Yeah.
Super
But
cool spell.
I love that spell. No one ever takes it, in part because a lot of DMs are like, one fight, long rest, one fight, long rest, one fight, long rest.
It's a spell that has like a very, very, very specific.
It's
Yes.
niche. It's a
Yeah,
very niche
and-
spell.
And honestly, it's
Stun
also
controls.
like not great for the warlock to take because you have to use
They're
the
using
spell,
a spell slot.
to take the catnap, and then you're still
Yeah.
down one spell slot because that's the duration of the
Yeah.
spell. So you need like
But
another party spellcaster to take it for you.
it's
which
an
is,
excellent spell for a
you know.
support bard to take.
Yeah, it's just like it people don't take it a lot because then they are using up one of their limited spell options for catnap, which isn't going to help them as much. It's going to help one person probably.
It targets up to 3
I
creatures.
mean, people can do it to recover
So,
health easily, but
Yeah, and bards still also have use for it because they recover their inspirations on a short rest.
So,
Yeah.
sorry.
That's it. We
No, it's fine.
take a nap.
we
Beach nap.
take a short rest.
Yep. So yeah, you guys are able to take a short rest. Please feel free to
Short
restore any-
rest.
Short rest?
A short rest.
No, short rest.
I thought you said a short rest.
I
And I was
didn't-
like, whoa.
I did not say a
different
short rest.
thing. You'd be sharding.
All right. So you guys are taking a short rest.
Short rest, yeah.
Yeah?
It's really terrible. It smells awful around here.
All right. That's
Uh,
gross.
No, it's all the volcano and the swamp.
Yeah, that's what it
Um,
is. Don't investigate any further what the smell is.
So,
It's definitely
And not
you
my
guys are
nephew.
taking a rest. Feel free to restore your hit points by spending some hit die. Fitz, I have just added. There we go. I have just added the partisan to your inventory.
that. Sorry. Another one?
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
There you go. Another one, or
That's
you're
good.
good?
A lot of dice appearing on my screen.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going back to the cart. We'll be okay, I promise. Everyone chill out.
Wait,
Let
I'm
me
just
just
curious.
And there.
Oh no,
Wait.
Ruben doesn't have that.
Let me quickly test one thing.
Ruben doesn't
This
have
might-
the ability to roll hit die.
No, it
No.
says on a long rest you recover hit points, half of your maximum hit dice. So he needs to take a long rest to regain hit points.
Ruben, start sleeping now, buddy.
Take a little honk shoe break.
A little honk shoe me. Yeah,
Sorry.
as soon as. Oh, good.
Set that up right. Oh no, I was double checking to make sure I set up the spells on your item properly. If you scroll down below in your spell book, there is a section for magic items, and there you have a Shadowrun Stride, Charm Monster, Hold Monster, and Prismatic Spray. It will automatically deduct according to whatever spell you use.
Oof. Oh my god.
Or will deduct.
Okay, as soon as we are finished short resting, Fitz will start teleport circling.
Cool. Using the time you guys have at your disposal, between the rest, the conversations, and the fighting, grand total, it'd be another 2 hours or so. And by 4 o'clock, you guys will find yourselves having reappeared back inside of your tower, just near Karhe. And we will take a short break there. So, you guys have found yourselves back inside of the tower near Karhe. You can make your way back into the cart if you guys wish, or you can lounge about here. Right now, though, it's just a matter of figuring out what you guys want to do next.
We do have to figure out picking up Sibling, but I still think we have a couple days for that. For Zuman.
Yep.
We still have a couple days for that. Because I mean, we do have to go to I think we should start heading to the south.
Do you get tired? Okay. Nope,
I know
this way, Bean. Look.
They're by the south, right?
Yes. They are.
So we should...
They were at one of the islands down south, and they were starting to paddle their way home.
Well, what's on?
We should probably start heading south then.
Probably. What else is on our docket?
So
What's that?
the two big things, of course, dragon and vampire.
Yeah, but we can't.
We have gathering fizzies, siblings, getting them all to one place, and then trying to rescue her sister. There's dealing with the mushroom forest. There's the cult stuff, but they still don't have what they need to access the gate, so that's a kick down the road a bit. I suppose still a bit to do with changelings because not all of them have been rescued yet.
I mean, we could see if we can figure out who belongs to the council.
Yeah. But if we start poking too much, we'll get a response.
Mm-hmm.
Did we ever get a list of that? Or
Yeah.
We had a
Of
list of
the-
names, yeah.
In game, we have it. Out of game, Connor just
Well-
held up a finger because he's sending it.
Yeah, I'm double checking.
I mean, we technically got a list, but Connor had to put it together, so we didn't get it immediately when
That's right.
we
I forgot about that.
the characters got
Yeah,
it.
it was not complete.
And we
Yeah, give me a
know
moment
where
while
a few of them are.
give me a moment while I hunt that down.
So it's just a matter of figuring out what we want to go.
Yeah. And then there's technically also trying to track down Weston Dove and deal with him, though.
Yeah.
He'll show up sooner or later.
Yeah. And
Whether we want him to or not.
I'm yeah.
And make him build Granny a new house.
That's gonna be his punishment when we catch him.
He actually has to build it
Kill him.
brick by brick himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna stand watch and make him build you a whole brand new house.
Like a fucking Habitat for Humanity project.
Yeah.
That's how he gets his humanity back.
It's literal
Yeah.
Indian.
And then side stuff, we have various items that we could trade in at the museum that we don't need.
Oh, we should probably do that.
Oh yeah, we could spend a trip.
But that's way up north, so
And I know
Oh.
Dawn suggested going to see Dottie, and I want to see Dottie because I'm biased. But
You,
Yeah.
Becca, would like to see Toddy.
I mean, but isn't her name on the list?
Yes.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
Oh, no.
Possibly. The name
Possibly.
Dorothy is on the list.
The name Dorothy is on the list,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
Dottie.
yeah.
We don't know if
Sorry,
that's the same person.
Because it's not metagaming to make the leap from Dorothy to Dottie, because that's
It
just
isn't.
like
It
it's just
absolutely.
like from Dick to Richard.
Yeah, it absolutely. I'm going to say it is not metagaming in any way, shape, or form.
Mhm.
It is a logical conclusion because Dottie is short for Dorothy.
And we also know Dottie is someone that was trained by Dawn. And we know Dorothy is the queen bitch.
Yeah.
So they're both in the criminal underworld.
But the interesting thing is that Dorothy is listed as a Ganassi woman.
Interesting.
Interesting.
It's very weird, but yeah.
Interesting.
So what do we want to do? We could go to the museum, but that takes
But
us
that's not-
away from Fizzy's sibling.
Probably.
Well, okay. If I get some sleep, I can get us. I don't know where are my trees marked. I know I have a tree marked. Where is the museum?
Carhay?
No, it's not in Carhay.
Not Carhay.
What is
The
it called?
museum is, I believe it is Orpheus. Let me double check.
It's either
What
Orpheus
is-
or
Orpheus
Vancouver,
or Belwick?
Okay.
It
One
is
of
it,
those
it is
two.
Orpheus.
Okay. I feel like Fizzy probably has marked a tree in every major city nearby.
Yeah, I'm
So-
not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue that at all.
So if we get some sleep, I can in the morning take us over there. And then Fitz, you can take us back to the tower through teleportation, right? And then the cart can still keep going south, but we can go north and then come back south. You know what I mean? So that we can do the museum, but we don't lose the time. If that makes sense? Does that make sense? That makes sense.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
what you're
so we-
saying.
Take a trip up, use a tree, go up there, go to the museum, get out of the museum, use a cart to come back,
Yeah.
use the teleportation circle to come back, and then get onto the cart there, and the cart is further south, right? So that we're
Yeah.
closer, and then we don't lose the time that we would normally lose.
Yeah, off the top of my head, there are 2 items we have for trade, one of them being the auto all, and the other being the newly acquired demon armor.
Yeah. I think there's other stuff.
It's
But
nice
there might be other
armor,
stuff that I've
guys.
forgotten.
We need to
Yeah,
make it
so just not-
abundantly clear that it is probably cursed. Do not wear it.
But it's sexy.
Either way.
It's
Let's
sexy,
do that.
and also,
Armor.
I
and
think we
also
should
armor takes a
armor.
long time for me to make in Blender, so I don't have any other armor ready immediately.
Did you make
Well,
that
let's-
armor in Blender?
No.
Okay. So
Okay.
you couldn't use it.
Is that
but-
just like
though.
it's like why would you expect us to use a cursed item?
Well,
Because curses are fun.
curses
Okay.
are fun, but a person who specifically deals with extraplanar entities
Yeah, and
isn't
it's-
gonna like make it difficult to deal with extraplanar entities, especially a
Oh.
group
If
that
y'all
is
don't think
frequently after party member.
if Fitz could wear that, if you don't think I would have snatched that shit
Yes.
up.
But it's
Yes.
yeah,
But
we
he
know.
can't.
Can't.
But I would have.
The only two
Especially for the
people that could
cause.
potentially wear it would not wear it.
Yeah, it would give us
So-
disadvantage against the things we're built to fight.
The,
I want
So-
the
but
thing that I
French-
deal extra damage against with my smites.
let's so let's do that. That seems like I mean, at least maybe we'll get something really good out of it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do that then. We will get some sleep because I don't have the ability to do that right now. Because I use pretty much all my spells during.
Inserts this whole side quest that has popped up because the armor is put on a mannequin, but the mannequin is actually somehow sentient, so now it's a sentient mannequin possessed by demon
I'm not
armor.
doing that. I'm not that mean. Also, I did have most of the list finished. It was just a matter of a few others that were not done.
Yeah.
So I just posted it in there.
I always do jokes about sentient mannequins because in Skyrim, in one of the houses that has mannequins in the basement, they would frequently glitch and appear in random places in that basement.
That would be the house in Solitude.
Yes, and so every time I'd go in there, the mannequins would be in different places, and I'd just take a screen cap of it because it would be like a horror thing with one of them. It was like one directly by the door when you enter, and so it's like just out of frame, and you turn right, and it's like there in your face.
So, you guys are going to take a long rest now. Correct? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are there any scenes you guys want to do now that you're properly back inside of the cart? I'm asking this namely because there is, you did let Ruben do some fighting, Kaz. So I don't know if that is something you want to have a scene with him on.
Sure. I
No,
mean,
it's up to you.
Is that an issue, Ruben? Do you not want to fight? I was a bit concerned about the recent fight that happened.
Ruben, who is kind of like currently like licking his wounds, is gonna look up at you and he's gonna shake his head no, like he seems okay with it, and he's gonna go back to kind of digging bits of dirt and sediment out of his cuts.
But would you tell
Licking them.
me if it's too far, Ruben? Would you?
He shakes his head yes, eventually.
Eventually, why did it take too long to agree with that?
He was thinking a little bit.
Okay. As long as you're okay with it. Because I don't want to pressure you too much.
He will hold a hand up and he'll shake his head. And he'll make an okay symbol.
Okay. Oh, that even sucks. Phaon's the only sentient weapon right now. There's no cause for Muni at the moment.
Ruben's going to kind of like nod at you a little bit. He's
Hmm.
scratching his chin while looking at the dagger.
Honestly, I have no idea what Phaon's deal is. But I'm not dead yet.
Ruben's gonna kind of like sneer a little bit at that comment.
Why you gave me that look? Look, what kind of look is that?
Ruben's gonna blink twice and then just shake his head. Just raise a hand like, never mind, don't worry about it.
Out of character, I think that's a little suspicious. Ruben thought about it. Nah, never mind. Concerning, but okay. I don't know. I mean, that's all I got from Ruben. I was just curious what Phaon's thinking. I mean, she's been summoned like 2 times already.
Oh, would you like to speak to Phaon directly?
Well, yeah, because the talk of sentient weapons and being attached to them is a little concerning in some way.
Okay. How would you start off the conversation with Phaon?
I mean, obviously you know a lot about me, but I don't know much about you.
No, you don't.
Is that something I shouldn't know about?
Well, I can answer anything you'd like. You
Okay.
seem to ask.
So open about this. I mean, were you a person before?
No, not a person.
But you're sentient, though.
Yes, I am sentient. As a result of old wizards, artificers, experiments. Not a sentient, not a person.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I see. So, what's the whole poison gold thing?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know why it works like that, but it's what I am best with.
Okay. So you're not entirely sure why you were created at all?
Well, I know why I was created. All weapons are created for one purpose and one purpose only. That's to kill. No one makes a sword with the intent of just looking strong. Anyone who does that isn't making a good sword. I'm made for the purpose of killing people.
Are you sure you're not attached to like a god or anything? Not like how causes
No,
with that one
not
god?
at all. They are lesser to me. I'm not tied to a god.
You're not?
No. Not at all. Not at all.
I want to roll insight on that, but I know it's shit. I know it's bad insight check.
Feel free to roll.
Oh god, that's a -1. Okay. Okay, let me see. No. It's a 5 -1. It's a 4.
Oh, you'll have to roll so much better than that.
What do you mean by that?
Hmm?
I can't insight you. I don't even know. I can't. I don't know. I'm just concerned. That's all.
Oh, well, it's sweet that you're concerned about me. I'm fine. Not a deity or something tied to one. Nothing like that. I'm just a weapon.
And I still can't tell my friends about you, huh?
They'll become very anxious with you.
I mean,
They
they're already
saw-
anxious enough. I
Oh,
don't.
yes, they are very anxious, aren't they? But they already saw what happened with Fitz initially. The Fauchard tried to deceive you all. And then they found another sword, one that could have been even worse. It's too much of a risk.
I mean, I don't think there was anything wrong with Muni or
There
Cause.
was nothing wrong with Muni. No. But there very well could have been. And with Cause darn near got Fitz attacked. It's lost magic because of it.
That
Not
is
to mention
true.
all the emotional distraught and pain they were going through at the time.
But the thing is that if that didn't happen, Fitz wouldn't have been cured.
Sure. But at the end of the day, it was still a negative thing that happened.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bad thing that happened to Fitz, but we can't really come out of any outcome always good in some way. There's gonna be something bad
No.
happening.
Of course. So that's why in this case, you just keep me secret. That way, whatever bad things might happen, we can just handle it ourselves. There's no need to worry everybody else.
I'm sure they're gonna ask about what the duplicate is from.
The duplicate is just a trick of mine. I'm just using the stuff, the material I produce to make something that looks like you. Attract some eyes and get them looking in the wrong direction. It's just another trick.
Well, okay. It just caught me off guard the first time. That was weird.
Well, may have caught you off guard a little bit, and for that I am sorry. But it's effective.
That's true. I do want to ask, do you think I should contact Dottie, though?
Dottie. Yes, I think you should.
That simple, huh? Okay.
I think it's that simple, yes. See, the thing is about you, thieving sorts. You tend to stick to a name pretty tightly. Dawn was always Dawn. Kaz, you're always Kaz. Sure, there's other ways you could go. You could call yourself something different. But it's easier if you just stick with one name. I don't think Dottie and Dorothy are the same person. I wouldn't be too worried.
Dorothy? You mean the council?
Yes, the Brotherhood of the Chain, if I recall correctly. I think they're two separate individuals. But someone like Dottie would be a very good person to keep in your back pocket.
It doesn't hurt to try to contact her.
Not at all. It
Yeah.
would just be a matter of getting her to see things your way and getting her to work with you.
Well, we'll see what I can do. Maybe I can talk to her on the mirror or something. If not, well, could be later.
We'll see. But still, I do appreciate you trusting me like this, by the way. I appreciate you not telling the others. I just think it'll be a little too much of a shock to their system, and I think it'd be for the best that we just keep it to ourselves.
Okay. I'll still keep it a secret then.
Thank you very much. I'll try to help in any ways I can. Talking mid-fight is a little tough for me. But still.
Yeah, you kind of giggle when I stab somebody. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm perfectly fine. Just doing what I'm made for. You understand?
Right. Okay. Whatever you say, Phaon.
By the way,
Hmm?
your monkey friend, Have you ever
Yeah.
wondered if maybe he can write now?
I mean, I haven't tried. I don't know.
What's
Why?
the harm? You can always try it.
I mean, I could ask Fitz to take him to class again, I guess.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's much smarter than the other student at this point.
Talking about Fizzy?
She's a dear, but let's be honest here. She's not necessarily the brightest.
Okay, that's a little bit mean.
It
She's
is.
not.
Not even
But there's
be
no
able to
shame
defend
in being
yourself.
mean. I mean, there's no shame in being dim. Some people are good in other ways.
Oh my
Some
god.
people are wise or likable.
What the fuck? Okay. You did not have to tear her apart like that. You know this.
Well, I don't want to say too much. She's not here to defend herself, but still.
They don't even know you existed.
No. And that's why I'm just saying. I do think that your friend, Ruben, I think he's getting much smarter. I think that if you give him the opportunity, he may even be willing to work with some autonomy.
Out of character,
know.
what does that mean in definition?
Oh dear, autonomy means working on their own.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sure. I mean, there's no harm teaching Ruben. I mean, I'm pretty sure he knows how to write. I think.
Well, let's just test it to be sure. Because if he can, well, there's no harm in having him take out a few of those. Well, a few of those individuals that we're looking at dealing with.
You mean the council members?
Yes, a little boys' club. If we just send off a little chimpanzee, monkey. I suppose I shouldn't call him a chimpanzee. We just send him off with maybe a little bit of poison, maybe a sharp knife. Well, kill one of them in their sleep, maybe.
I don't know if I want to send Ruben out that far. And I thought we already agreed we can't really start anything until we solve the other issues.
Oh, no, I don't mean doing it right now. I mean doing it eventually. And you're right, sending him out all on his own, suddenly that could be dangerous. But he could be a good element to plans for disposing of them.
I guess. I really don't want to force Ruben to doing something like that. And
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
I would never suggest that we try to force Ruben to do anything. He's, well, in all honesty, he's becoming quite strong. I don't know if making him angry would be a good idea, but you have to admit, he could handle himself in combat quite well.
He can. It's just he's still my friend, and
Yes.
I don't want to put him in things which, if he thinks it's not good, then I don't want to put him in that situation.
Well, if he understands, if it turns out he knows how to write, why not just ask him?
Like I said, doesn't hurt to try, but I'll ask him.
I'm just saying, it is another idea that we have at our disposal.
Yeah, I'll consider it. But not right now though.
No, that's fine. We have plenty of time. There are other problems that we still need to deal with, correct?
Yeah, saving the sibling, or well, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do right now, honestly.
Well, the museum may not be a bad idea. Good option for getting some new stuff, especially for the big guy. It's a shame that everyone's so reticent about using that armor. It really could be quite effective on him. But they do bring up a fair point. A bright and shining paladin wearing something associated with the devils is not a good idea.
I mean, if it's their choice not to wear it, it's their choice.
No, absolutely. But also, in all honesty, strong, not a good idea. Not on him. Which just means the question of what we do get him. Maybe a shield?
I mean, I can ask him. I'm not sure what he would want to do.
Good point. Might be worth finding out what he wants to use or what he needs.
Well, I mean, right now I can go ask Ruben how to write, but aside from that, I don't have any other questions to ask you.
Okay. That's totally fine. Ouch. Ow, my hair. That was me. That was Connor. My hair.
You don't have any hair.
Shut up! It was me. It was me all along, Austin.
Sorry. It was good to be able to, metaphorically, of course, stretch my legs for a bit. I've been cooped up inside that container for quite a while. You understand?
Yes. Oh yeah, I did forget you were in there.
So it was good to be able to, be used and to assist you in a fight.
Right, yeah. The duplicate. Wait, that's
Wait.
like that is you? Or technically
No. Stretch my legs metaphorically, as in I am being used and someone is working with me, not actually stretching my legs. I don't have a form. I'm just a dagger, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
But no, it's good to be out and about. Being trapped inside of a box for years is quite tiring. It was nice to finally be, well, it was nice to meet you. Cass.
Likewise? Why do you make it sound like it's the last thing we'll talk?
No. I didn't mean to make it sound like that. I'm just happy to finally be out and about. I wanted to verbalize that, is all.
Oh. Oh, okay. That's nice. Thank you.
No, thank you, really. I was stuck in there for so long.
Is there any reason why you were stuck in there? Or is that just
Mage died. simple as that. I was made, put in a container, and that's it. The last time I got to see him was shortly after I was created. And I got popped in a container for safekeeping. Then I never saw him again. My assumption is he died.
How many years ago was that? Do you remember at all?
I stopped keeping track of the exact number. Easily 1,000, 2,000 years, something like that.
Holy shit.
I've been on my own for quite a while, Gaz. It's nice to not be alone anymore.
Yeah, and yeah, that makes sense why you were in there. I mean, like, why you seek talking to somebody, I mean.
Of course. And also, I'm a touch anxious about talking with other people, to be honest with you. I can trust you, but I don't know. Just worried, is all.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Though if the others do ask, well, I'm not a best liar.
No,
Phaon,
no,
I'm really
and that's
not.
fair. Worst comes to worst, if we do have to address that, we can. I'd like to avoid, you know, all of the attention.
Yeah, don't worry. I don't think they haven't noticed. I don't think, aside from the duplicate, but
Smash cut. Wow, you were so cool last fight. That'll
Where'd you learn how to do that?
In fairness, you can always just tell them how I operate. I take a little bit of your energy, and I use it to improve you in ways I do. I make you faster. I make you poison people a bit. I make you attack more. There's no shame in telling them that. It's an excellent tool for them to know about.
yeah, I mean that's true. Yeah, they just can't know that you talk.
Well, it's just a simple enough thing to avoid. I'm a good weapon to keep around. It's the easiest thing to bring up.
Yeah.
But still, there's no shame in telling them that.
Well, if they ever ask, I'll tell them not the obvious thing aside from you existing.
Yes, of course. But still, your uncle in prison. I've been pondering that situation. I have an idea of what we could do.
Sure. Okay.
What if, when inevitably you go to break him out, what if you faked his death?
I mean, it was considered, but at the same time, do I really want to harm my uncle?
No, not actually harm him. There are spells for this. Quite literally, there's one called Feigned Death. It helps you pretend to be dead.
No. I mean, but then what are we gonna do with Uncle Don when he's pretending to be dead?
The best option would be to find a spot to hide him that will be away from scrying eyes. So maybe some kind of do we have extra-dimensional spaces? Anything like that we could use? But still, it would be a good way to get them out without attracting too much overt attention.
I mean, but then we would have to cooperate with the police, and it's my
Yes,
brain is
they
so
are.
kind of information.
And working with pigs is a bit much. sometimes. You could work with the captain, though. That fellow that you met back at the mansion always wears a helmet. You could have him
Yeah.
help.
You mean Captain Marceau?
Yes, that's him.
That's a tall order to ask from a thief to a police patrol person. I don't know. Maybe I'll ask the party before I
It's
do
just
something
an
like that.
No, no, no. I don't expect you to do this without telling them. That would be a very bad idea. No, I'm just suggesting an idea for you, that's all.
Yeah. I'll bring it up to them. Maybe. But if they said no, then I'll agree with them.
Fair enough, I can't argue. I'm just here to assist, that's all.
That's fair. Anyway, I'm gonna go check if Ruben can run.
Well, if that's the case, you could always ask him some questions you've wanted to ask him. What his favorite fruit is, stuff like that.
I guess I could ask him.
You have the opportunity, why not use it?
Yeah, sure, why not?
It was nice talking with you, Kaz. I'll quiet down for a bit now.
Alrighty. I'll go look for Ruben.
I believe he's in the corner of the room in his little hammock.
Okay. Well, I mean, obviously I call Ruben over. Do I want to ask if Fitz wants to see Ruben try to write, because considering he's the teacher.
Fitz is around.
Fitz? Did you want to see Ruben write?
Ruben can write now?
Well, I don't know. You're his
We haven't
teacher,
started-
man.
We just started learning the alphabet. Fitz will come to Kaz's room. What are we writing?
I don't know.
Essays or research papers or hat?
I mean, we could ask him a question.
It's up to you. I can provide paper and pen and a supportive guiding force.
Okay. Well, I guess we can ask. At least it's a yes or no question, so this will be very simple. I guess his favorite food. What's simple?
Which hand does Ruben hold the pen in?
The left
Yeah,
hand.
Yeah, that's a good left hand.
Which
Which
left
left?
hand?
Got
Which
it.
one?
Which
Either
hand?
one.
L1, L2, R1, or R2.
The
Front
left
or rear
bumper?
tire?
What the heck is left bumper?
Ruben will interchangeably use either left hand. So you ask him what his favorite fruit is.
Fruit, yeah.
Yep, and he'll start to write out in basically like block letters, so like all capitals, and misspelled pomegranate, and then below that he's actually going to draw a pomegranate. The drawing is better than his writing.
No.
Oh, lovely! Look at that! A huge word, actually, to start with.
I think
Yeah, yeah, I
pomegranate was one
don't-
of the first fruits we handed him.
Oh.
It's a big one.
Actually, I think they were the second. The first fruits were the plums, which
Was
started
plums.
to spoil, so Tana pickled them to preserve them. But
Right.
Well, I guess sprouting a few new arms also sprouted the ability to write
And to draw?
and to draw quite well.
Fantastic work.
You must have learned it from Tana.
Oh, ooh. Ooh. That's sad. It's a
Yeah.
sad thing.
It's hard to think of a better question.
I'm
What?
not really sure how to handle the whole like sad part, so it's just. But you were already moving past it, but I brought it back up, so we're just gonna.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
good
I'm never
question.
not over it. I just pretend I'm okay. Anyway,
Um,
Ruben, it's
You will feel one of Ruben's right hands kind of tap you on the arm, and he will hold you. He'll hand over another piece of paper.
oh, okay.
You see that it's a slightly cartoonish drawing of what looks like a rabbit head. Like someone drew a rabbit from the head up.
It's a portrait picture.
Is this Tana?
He will nod.
This monkey will not make me cry today.
Ruben actually will lay one of his right arms on you, just kind of like lay it on your arm.
Sweet monkey.
I'm fine. Anyway, what was I gonna ask again? No. I guess we can ask. Do you remember anything of your previous name?
He will shake his head and he will write out in the block letters no.
No. Not even. Well. Do you have any vague idea of your previous form? Like, you don't have to write it down. You can just, like, draw it out from memory.
Ruben is going to try to start drawing it. And as he does, it starts to almost become almost like a cubism drawing. Almost Picasso-esque, where hands and arms and eyes and noses and mouths start to go in wrong places, and eventually you're looking at this amalgam of 12 limbs, 4 legs, 2 legs, I misspoke. Many eyes. But Ruben's brow is furrowed as he's doing this, as he seems confused.
Well, at least there's an idea. You got 12 arms. Okay. From the statue reference. Everything else is a little confusing. Fitz, what do you make of this image?
I mean, it has excellent craftsmanship behind it. Art is more of my dad's thing, but great job.
Ruben kind of like scratches his chin and shrugs.
Still a vague memory, so. Well, at least it's confirmed you used to have 12 arms. But we still don't know what your ideal form is yet.
And to be quite fair, if you really think about it, it's quite normal to not really remember exactly what you used to look like. Like, when I think back when I was 10 years old, I don't really remember what I looked like. I have a vague memory, but I couldn't, so it's normal, Ruben.
Yeah, that's true.
Just think of it that way.
Well,
Ruben will scratch his chin again, and he'll kind of move that paper aside. Look up at you guys, expecting another thing to be asked.
Meta Pigeon, this would be a good time if Ruben had questions to ask.
I guess. your favorite person inside the cart?
Fitz points at Kaz. Fitz knows the answer. The Kaz. That it's Kaz. Make the most sense.
Ruben will just nod.
Aw.
Can I take a guess? Your second favorite? Is it Frog?
Ruben kind of like he does the body motion of kind of like rocking back, like someone just kind of got hit with a funny joke.
Like,
He's no star. He's always the star of the show. This one.
I can't really think of any other questions to ask, honestly.
Does Ruben have any questions? I mean, now that he can sort of communicate clear.
Yeah, technically this is your form of asking us something, so...
Okay. Ruben will stop, kind of look at the paper for a moment. And he's going to write down, "Do you need me to fight again?" Question mark.
Can we speak to you over here, Kaz, for just a moment? Can we come here, speak to you over here for a moment, please?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I don't think we should.
What
I don't think we should ask Ruben to fight anymore.
Are you sure?
I mean, he's good at it. He's good. He's really good.
What do you want me to do? Take the Kanganese away from him?
I just don't think we should be asking him to like go to the front line anymore, because he's just a little monkey. And I don't want him to get like evil bad thoughts. I mean, it's your decision. It's your decision. It's up to you. But I'm just saying, he's gonna have nightmares about blood and guts and stuff.
Look, I summoned him to fight because we're kinda in a sticky situation after we fought. Yeah, right, so...
Of course.
I guess... situationally... maybe?
He's in like a really tough spot. We need
And in
rescue him
fairness,
from-
I don't think an ex-fiend is going to have nightmares about blood and guts.
Yeah, that's true.
I hate that bitch, but I'm gonna strangle her. I don't like her. I don't trust her.
quick, guys, summon your double so that Fitz can do it. And that is just the exact same, like, scene as a few sessions ago when Fitz tried to hide acceptance. The opposite.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in total support of just having Ruben as the reserve, if that's what you're...
Yeah.
Totally your decision, but
I won't, like,
What's more
necessarily
concerned?
put him in battle, like, all the time. That was just a very situational thing that we needed, for sure. Yeah. Okay, so Gaskin's gonna go up to
Dude, we're just gonna go back.
Ruben. I guess it's like, yes and no. It's situational, Ruben. Not right now.
Ruben will nod his head.
Okay. Is there any other questions that's not violence?
Ruben is going to write down, where are the other coins? Question mark.
I don't know. We kind of just find them, Ruben. You have to understand.
Ruben will kind of tap the pen on the paper a little bit, like he's thinking, and then he'll nod, and then he'll write down, "Okay."
I know you want to find them badly, Ruben, but that was just, we ran into them, and it was just fate at that point. Maybe we could find them through the mirror, maybe.
Ruben will nod his head.
I I could do that later. Though I don't know exactly where they would be, but
Ruben will nod. He'll be like, okay, I understand.
yeah. Okay.
Very understanding monkey, of course.
He's very sweet.
There's-
Angel. I love him
Ruben
very
possesses
much.
some emotional intelligence.
I love him. Simply.
He has more emotional intelligence than an autistic person, so.
Hmm.
Let's watch Jess give a quiet.
What? What do you want from me?
And listen, it isn't a hard thing to have that. So,
Listen, autistic people are one of two ways: no emotional intelligence or hyper emotional.
yeah.
No in between.
So,
And we bounce like a fucking ping pong ball. Hi.
Oh, kitty cat. Any other questions for Ruben?
I guess in a weird sense. What do you think of Electus, Ruben?
Ruben will. Ruben's going to write down big, quite strong.
Big woman.
Big woman.
Exactly what Kaz would write down, weirdly enough.
It's already answered for me.
So true, Ruben, so true.
Oh, I need to go see Bear again.
No further questions, I'm assuming?
No, there's no further questions.
Okay. Ruben will nod. He'll set down the pen and the paper and will allow Fitz to take it back.
Fitz will let Ruben keep the pen and paper in case he ever wants to get a message across and can't find any paper. Just, yeah.
Ruben will nod at this. He'll leave it. He'll take it and he'll put it into a spot to set it down. But he will nod.
Jess, why are you asking if Ruben is gonna bleed on the book?
I love that you got that from her going.
Listen,
I don't
you
need-
have a better chance of finding out about him using, like, discern true name than he has bleeding the book because it's based off of his knowledge, and if he forgets it, he
Why
probably
would I
can't.
try to figure out his true name? I do have true name creature.
You do?
Motherfucker, I should be doing that.
You should ask him before you try.
Well, yeah, if he's unwilling, he has to pass a wisdom.
Well,
check.
he wants to remember, wouldn't he?
I am so scared of him remembering.
No, me too, but
I'm so scared. What if he turns into an evil monkey and we have to fight
To
it?
be fair, now would be the best time for him to find out, because if he does decide to be evil,
We can beat some sense into him. Be
He's
like,
still-
"You're a nice boy.
he's still kind of killable at this phase.
I.
Yeah.
Oh, bud.
No, go ahead. I'm not. Yeah.
I
mine-
was-
Mine is not.
I was just gonna say, I absolutely fucking love how we trust this monkey so much that we're like, what if we gave him weapons and we gave him paper and pen to talk to us and we looked up his real identity and we helped him regain all these points?
See,
I
all
love him so much.
what
He
it
would
is?
never betray us.
Ruben has pretty privilege.
He has pretty privilege. He's so cute. He's a sleepy boy. I mean, he's big now, but I still just think of little baby Ruben eating a little pomegranate. I love him. That's my godson.
How do you feel about the dagger?
I fucking hate your dagger, by the way. Phaon, meet me in the fucking parking lot.
you just
Kill
see a
your
dagger
ass.
in the
It's just
parking
gonna
lot.
be in the parking lot.
Yeah, and then I'm going to fucking smelt it into a bar and throw it into a dungeon.
Agreed.
Just talking about Fitz, I was like, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Shut the
Hey,
hell
what
up.
Yeah, man. I feel that. I feel that, bro. Being mean about Fizzy too. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
trust her. But the first thing you do when you meet somebody is you go, hey, don't tell your friends you're talking to me.
I swear to God,
That's
though,
what a
like,
toxic boyfriend does.
right?
Yeah, that's a toxic
Exactly.
girlfriend.
Toxic,
But
abusive.
like, Phaon was like, you were all like, I don't think anyone noticed it. And I was like, I swear to God, I was planning on like bringing it up this when we had a little
You
bit. Of, like,
can.
yeah, because
Oh,
well,
we
Granny
did
was
the
gonna be like,
conversation.
wow, great job last fight. The hell was that?
Right, we can all come to dinner.
Yeah,
Have a
at
nice
the dinner,
time.
at the family dinner.
Awkward. It's like asking a teenager someone not even doing
I
at
love-
school.
Just cutting like a steak, being like, so that golden double of you I saw.
That's pretty cool.
What was that?
Wait,
Is that new?
this is an important question. How does Granny eat her steak?
Rare.
What
Bloody.
Alright, you're
I respect Granny still.
Panic.
Well, there was a wrong answer, but
Yeah, which is
There
well
was the wrong
done.
answer.
The wrong answer is well done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the wrong answer is absolutely well done. I will slightly judge medium, but I won't be too offended by that.
I'm
If you say well
a
done,
medium
I'm gonna be
rare,
offended by
medium
that.
kind of girl. Like I don't
Yeah.
like it.
That's
freaks
fine.
me out
I
when it's
prefer
that's fine.
medium rare, but I won't complain
Oh.
if it's medium.
yeah.
Well, you say medium at restaurants because a lot of restaurants undercook.
Yep.
And that's
Well-
how you get the medium rare.
That's my thing. Is I say medium rare because I would prefer it either medium rare or rare.
Now,
I could deal with medium.
I say
But-
medium rare because I know that the two other options are rare or medium, and I can
Yeah.
tolerate those. If I ask for medium though, and I get a well done steak, fuck you. I am not paying for
I'll
that.
be really
The
honest. with
only
you.
way I can deal with that is if there's enough steak sauce to drown it in.
I can't.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think I've ever ordered a steak from a restaurant before.
I love
I
steak.
don't
I
really
lo-
eat red meat.
I-
No, I just
I
don't
love
really
steak
eat red
too, but like
That's
if
fair.
I'm gonna go to a restaurant, I can cook a steak myself.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
So for-
but
I can make most things
you
restaurants
can
can
make
make.
most things. If you
I
use
just
that
hear
logic,
it
you
every
really
day.
I still order shrimp scampi from Olive Garden, even though I make my own shrimp scampi.
I just don't eat red meat that much. Like,
Also, we should probably quit talking about food and actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's. Are we gonna go to the museum now, or are we gonna wait?
We're gonna
We're
have
having
our
family
family
dinner.
dinner, and
Which one?
We're gonna
Granny's
sit down. We're gonna talk, and you're gonna like it.
and Granny's gonna
Yeah.
in the middle of conversation.
We'll do this scene at dinner, and then I think we should probably wrap up there.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So go.
Dinner time.
And Granny's gonna be like, I have to say, Kaz, your performance last fight was incredible. What was that weird little golden double thing? You always look a little pale after a fight, but you seem to be doing alright.
Oh, that's just magic I can conjure now because of the dagger.
Hmm.
I don't know if you're playing it up lying really badly. But the way Kaz is talking about it, Granny's like, that's a pretty nifty trick. She's
Yeah.
like catching the like obvious lie but not pressing because she's like, huh. Wonder what that could mean. Anyway, guess I'll find out. Another I guess that dagger's really come in handy, huh?
Yeah, it's a dagger, so.
Cass,
Hmm.
there's no shame in telling them that I do take a little bit of your energy to make this work. That way they can understand why you're apprehensive about telling them.
Yeah, I mean the dagger kind of takes a bit of my energy.
Oh.
Excuse me?
Well,
Wait a second.
that's-
You're giving energy to the dagger, but you won't bleed on the book?
Like I wasn't taking your
What?
energy.
Well, in
What on the
fairness.
book? What? Okay.
I mean, in
What?
But you've
fairness-
given. How many times have you given blood to the dagger?
Well, are you giving? You're not giving. I didn't see you.
Practically 3 times right now.
I didn't see you bleed on it.
I have the choice to bleed on it, but I kind of just give my energy to it.
I mean, I
And
will
it's-
say
yeah.
the books. I can understand that bleeding on the book because that is a very. You don't know what information you're given, but
I'm cleaner than the book, too.
You don't really know. Why would a knife want your energy? Where is it going?
Probably just the way
I
the
just
magic works.
To give me more abilities.
that's definitely a high, sounds like a high risk, high reward kind of item. You gotta be careful with stuff like that. You can't give too much.
He's not wrong.
Hey, Connor.
Connor, can I run an insight check?
Can we run
You
some
try
insight
not to
Yeah,
checks?
do
this
it.
is like vibes are off, bro. She's pausing before she answers questions.
She looks very thoughtful, like she's listening to something.
The idea of
Kaz
Kaz
never
like,
puts
well,
this much thought into anything.
Got it.
Hey, guess what? I get
Kaz.
advantage, motherfucker, to tell if you're lying.
That is fair. Because Stella, I'm
Yeah.
going to have you roll deception with advantage as you are being assisted.
Yeah.
Though
That's
Darius
so
does have a
smart.
minus
Oh
1,
wait,
That
so
is-
that's
hold
a
on.
23.
Let me roll my oracle number, by the way.
That is why
forgot
I
to-
intentionally kept talking with you, because it is Phaon assisting you.
Well, I'll roll it on the roll 20. Roll 20.
Close enough.
Foundry.
Phaon.
What is my
I'm gonna roll a foundry to know, so you guys can know.
For
What
the
the
record,
roll
my
is.
oracle number is 8. I'm not using it for this because I rolled pretty well. but-
You really don't have deception.
Yeah, I still rolled high. I rolled 18 on the die.
Yeah, Cass is not a charismatic character. In fairness to Cass.
And yet she's got more bitches than.
The tits.
I rolled 18
It's the
on
tits.
die.
It is, yeah, the girls help a
This
lot.
for me is a 26, if I'm not mistaken, or 20.
So 26 and 23 for the 2 people who insight checked
I
you.
Yeah.
definitely have expertise in insight. Hold on.
I'm not rolling because I don't think Ignatius knows the entire party well enough yet to really
That's
be able
fair.
to discern.
Insight. Oh, it's
Yeah,
plus
it's
9, so
normal.
27 actually for me.
Gotcha.
I think Fitz isn't rolling because I think Fitz is just concerned. And less of like Fitz isn't looking into the why. It's like I don't know what's going on with you.
Well,
Yeah.
Something's weird.
Fitz is
Drink.
also the most trusting individual.
I'm like Fitz, like my good friend Kaz would never lie.
Darius looks around the table and tries to catch Fizzy's eye and says in undercarmen, "She's lying, isn't she?"
Just nods.
Should we call her on it or should we let her sit for now?
She'll just shake her head.
And Darius
she'll
will go
just
back
say-
to pretending the
she'll-
peas are trained
Yeah,
to.
No, I'm not gonna say anything actually. I'll say after.
I understood the motion you were making, and I realized exactly what you're miming.
You're feeding your
Yeah,
child.
feed my
Feeding the
baby.
child.
She's
You
on the,
give
she's at the
Yeah.
Flying
table.
Kaz, you wouldn't lie in front of an infant, would you?
You wouldn't lie in front of a
Yes.
baby.
I almost said airplane. I was like,
Lie in front of the child. Lie in front of the child. Lie in front of the
Can-
child.
Can the baby do an insight check?
No.
The baby actually gets automatic natural 20.
but he can't.
So-
She can't talk, so it doesn't matter.
But she
And
can't
she
say
won't remember
anything.
this in a few years.
Baby doesn't notice shit.
Which is why babies start crying upon seeing people.
Yeah.
Don't say.
That baby rolled an insight check on you.
Don't.
The baby read
Yeah.
your vibes and they're rancid.
Say anything, so the baby just goes. Oh,
I'm sorry.
your vibes are not rancid, Michelle. The
My
baby's
vibes
vibes
are
are
so
rancid.
not I'm.
Your vibes are pristine.
That baby has rancid vibes.
Oh, leave my
Okay,
niece
hold on.
alone. Leave my niece alone. She didn't do anything.
There has to be a bad guy in this situation. And right now, it's the baby. How dare she cry
How
about it?
dare that baby have the same birthday as you?
Dare
Exactly.
she?
Oh.
I think she cried because she has to share attention. That's what it is.
Anyway, is there anything else before I continue eating?
Ruben, do you want to know your true name?
He'll nod slowly.
Rushton can't. True name creature.
Monkey.
Winton.
So you're going to get an unexpected response. The response is Reuben.
Your true name is Ruben.
Well, that's lucky. Or perhaps that's just
No, there's a spell that you can use with true names that I will probably never be powerful enough to use, where you can change a creature's true name.
That's possible?
It's incredibly powerful. It's on the equivalent of like a wish spell. It's almost unheard of being used.
Changing the true name would also change their identity, in a sense.
It does. It can change them entirely as a creature. Out of character, if you use that spell, you can change the alignment of the creature.
Looks directly at Reuben.
I will also
You
point
got
out
alignment changed.
there is also the question of whether this is the same individual as what Reuben was.
That's what I was going to point out, of like maybe Reuben is the true name of this fragment because the fragment wouldn't otherwise have a true name. But when he's all together, maybe it changes again.
It's possible that their name has become Reuben because that is what Kaz called Reuben when they first got Reuben.
You monkey.
Well, at least for now, you know, you're Reuben. Do and do.
And I don't know whether or not you care for fighting, but as long as you remain aligned with the group, know that you are also under my protection. Granted, those who cannot come back so easily will receive priority. But
Reuben will nod his head. Like, okay, that's fair.
Can't believe his true name is named after a sandwich.
Why did you name him that, Kaz? Will you just...
Well, it's funny. Did I ever tell you how I found him?
No, you didn't.
White like sauerkraut.
No?
What?
I said he's white like sauerkraut while talking as Phaon.
No.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Leon, how do you know what sauerkraut is?
This is an A and B conversation. See your way
yourself
out of
out.
it.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Never heard
Tired
that.
of this gagger,
I've never
dude.
heard that phrase, but that's good.
Have you never heard
Really?
that?
Is tickled.
You went to public school.
What the hell?
I hung out with nerds. I
I need
Oh,
to
what
point
a
out,
lovely jaunt.
teenagers in public schools are not clever enough to do that. They just tell you to fuck off.
That's true.
What a lovely jape.
But yeah, Kaz, where did you find Reuben?
Kinda stole him from a guy.
You stole him?
I don't remember who I steal from, okay? I was probably at a cemetery when I was 15.
That's a lot of tale for probably.
That's right, the one. You
Alright.
stole him from a guy, but you stole him from a guy, and
In a
Kaz, did you rob him from a grave?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it was the statue, technically. Originally, it's the statue. Okay? He was just a statue at
Is it-
first.
So
Right.
where... What cemetery did you take this from? What
To be
grade?
quite honest, do you think I remember?
What?
I don't know.
Maybe he's pretty
No,
important.
I
You can't
don't.
be friends.
I don't remember the cemetery.
But
okay.
you tell. But why Ruben?
Why Ruben? Oh, because when I technically was with the family, the monkey kind of just appeared while Don was eating a sandwich, and he stole that sandwich.
I see.
Ruben.
You know, all of these
Fishing.
factors really do check out.
Even from the first minute he was alive, he was a little shit.
He was hungry,
Oh.
okay? I didn't know it was like an actual monkey coming out of the statue.
Oh my goodness.
How could he be hungry? He doesn't need to eat.
I don't know.
He's a little
You don't
shit
know
the
how
whole
Ruben's
time.
feeling.
He doesn't.
You never know. Maybe he feels a little bit of a tickle of hunger. You know.
Ruben, do you actually feel hungry, or do you just like the feeling of eating?
He'll hold up one finger, as if to say option 1.
Oh, hungry. Interesting.
I suppose it is better than feeding off of one's life force.
I mean, yeah, yes.
I don't have a mouth for sandwiches, so.
For you, not right now.
Hey guys, I unfortunately just dropped an idea on Jill.
What do we do with that?
What do we do with this knowledge?
What? Do
Mhm.
what?
What if
We feed Ruben.
one of the soul gems?
No.
No, we're trying to
We
not
are
make him evil.
That would make him evil, I feel like.
Gotta just look at the camera.
We're trying to fix him, not make him worse.
They're
I
little
mean-
crunchy rocks.
You're going to give an incomplete demon souls that will definitely influence the way how it develops.
No, that.
Maybe they shouldn't have let the blue one out. We
I'm
should've
not.
gave the
I
blue one
don't
to
think
Ruben.
that
No,
would have
that-
really made a difference
The blue one didn't
over the
deserve to
fact of
be.
feeding souls to a demon.
No, but it was a good soul. It would have made it better.
Ruben,
He
do you
would have
eat
been
souls?
eating the soul of a person who didn't deserve to be a soul gem.
All right.
However you flavor it, it's
So says the Catholic cowboy. All right.
No, she's not supposed to be Catholic.
She is.
Catholicism.
She's not. She's not. Honestly, it's
I
more
believe it.
like, well, she's not like a blind faith Jesus worshipping Catholic. She's
Neither
like
are Catholics. Have you talked to a Catholic?
She's like one of those
my
down
best
home
friend is the Catholic.
sweet. Grady to me gives off more of like down home sweet Southern Baptist women.
Do you
Honestly,
think she's a snake handler?
No, I
in
think
full
she's a normal
disclosure,
woman.
in full disclosure, I kind of imagined her faith as more similar to like how I hear about like anecdotes from Jewish people. I don't. I was hesitating saying that because I'm not Jewish nor from a Jewish background, but I've known Jewish folks and I've read like stories about rabbi and stuff, and like they're very argumentative. There's a saying of like three rabbis in a conversation walk away with like 4 points of view or something. So it's basically it's a very like active relationship,
I got you.
which is also why I'm so vehemently like she's not Catholic, because that's not how
No.
that's not what I'm trying to model her after.
Well, I can tell you that for demons, feeding on souls is simply a shortcut and might not necessarily help them develop to the greatest potential nor a proper alignment or view of the world.
What do you think they taste like?
Bad.
We will not feed soul gems to Ruben. Okay.
Probably for the best. But
Oh. Oh right. Also, I'm also gonna step out and go to the mirror. I'm gonna leave.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You're just gonna leave your
You're
place
just gonna-
and Ruben's
Where are you
taking.
going?
Oh, I gotta go see my girlfriend. Okay.
And Ruben, he's really gone to town on that.
Ruben,
Wow.
Like,
Okay, have
West
fun.
Man has been my baby.
To be quite honest, I don't know if everyone wants to come, but also I don't advise going with me.
Fitz
them
grabs a
dumb.
loaf of bread before Ruben can.
Yeah, listen. Ruben can come, but Kaz is coming regardless.
There it is.
All right.
You
Oh,
use
yeah,
my-
what's gonna
If
happen.
you use that mirror for dirty purposes, jail.
I'm
She's only
just
done
gonna
it
go.
Jail.
I'm not using it for that purpose.
Better not be.
Go see your
I'm
girlfriend.
not.
Or I'm gonna make fun of you a
Oh
lot.
my god.
Like a lot.
Do you really want to get choked to death?
No, but I want to make
I
fun
can
of
call
you.
Hadrian right now, Fitz. You want me to?
You could, and I could leave the room. And I could run away.
I could
Is it a
also
power?
tell him that you like him.
Yeah, well, I could collect us, so. We both have something in our back
I'm-
pockets.
Gonna.
Anyway, Cass, go. Have fun. Don't stay out too long. Be careful? Question mark.
We'll see.
Fair enough.
And you'll see her disappear. That's all.
As Castella runs off to go through the mirror to go relax with her girlfriend for a little bit, we will end the session there. Thank you all so very much for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. I hope my players hate Phaon as much as I tried to make them hateable.
It's okay. We get to have a conversation now about Phaon.
Maybe.
Phaon not being here.
Also, I say this because I'm going 2 weeks to Japan. Yay!
Yep.
That's why I have to send Kaz out to see her girlfriend.
I hope you had fun and enjoyed this. Special thanks to all my players. We stream regularly Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. But with all that said, I'm getting hungry. Say bye, stream.
Bye,
Bye.
stream.
Bye,
Bye, stream.